Hey, your 1-year wedding anniversary to Birdman.
Yes, Brian. Everyone calls him
Birdman. Is it weird that we call him Birdman?
A little bit, but people call him that or Stunner. I say Brian.
So talk about how meeting him at this stage of your life has felt.
We've been friends for over 25 years. He used to go to all my shows. He was there for my baby shower.
Oh, my gosh.
That kind of thing. Never crossed the line. He was my dearest friend.
Say what now? Toni Braxton is finally spilling the truth about those extreme rituals connected to cash money, and the whole thing sounds way darker than anybody expected. People thought Nicki Minaj and Birdman were worshiping the same god as everybody else, but Toni is hinting that what was going on behind closed doors wasn't holy at all. For years, folks were confused about why Toni even stayed with Birdman, but now the streets are saying he had her locked in emotionally, almost like he had her under some kind of spell. She tried to play it cool, but those old rumors about them secretly divorcing weren't far off, because that was around the same time Toni discovered some seriously disturbing behavior behind the scenes. She allegedly wanted to walk away from all that dark energy, and she wasn't hiding the fact that something about his lifestyle didn't sit right with her. Toni and Birdman first sparked dating rumors back in 2016 when he kept popping up backstage at her concerts and sliding into scenes on Braxton family values like he owned the place. By 2018, he pulled out that giant $5 million ring and locked in the engagement. But instead of walking down the aisle, everything got messy fast. They pushed the wedding back again and again, and insiders claim Toni started having major doubts. Word on the street is she began noticing things she couldn't ignore, and those red flags got louder with every month that passed. Toni was already fighting lupus, trying to keep her health steady while everything around her felt unstable. And Birdman was still moving like he had one foot in the streets, which she didn't vibe with at all. On top of that, her money situation was rough, and she had already filed for bankruptcy twice, so the pressure was nonstop. Then things got even messier when people noticed they unfollowed each other on Instagram and wiped their photos clean. The whole internet started whispering that they were done, but both of them jumped in to claim they were still together and standing strong even though the vibes said otherwise. But here's where the whole situation went from confusing to straight up chaotic. Last year, it slipped out that they had actually gotten married in secret, and the truth only came out because Toni filed for divorce behind the scenes. Even though she later took it back, the whole situation was exposed in court paperwork that TMZ got their hands on, showing they had been married since 2023 and just kept everybody in the dark. And the streets are saying the real reason Toni tried to leave was because she blew up at Birdman after discovering some disturbing things he was allegedly involved in behind her back. People think this lines up with what rapper Juvenile tried to warn the world about when he talked about Birdman offering him a shady record deal that never felt right. When Toni and Birdman were going back and forth, she snapped right back into focusing on what really matters to her: her faith, her family, her health, and keeping her career steady. While she was pulling herself together, people online were claiming that the dark energy Birdman was allegedly wrapped up in was starting to catch up with him in the worst way. Add that to the rumors about him mixing in all kinds of heavy substances, and the whole situation started looking wild. This man was getting caught on camera, nodding off during shows, and even slurring his words in the middle of public talks. And it had everybody asking what was really going on.
To me, when I got the Cash Money, it was the weirdest thing. I know they had all these artists on the label.
Right.
So I get to the label, and then all of a sudden, they let all the artists go, all the other artists go.
Now here's the thing. Folks always said Cash Money didn't move like other labels, and the whispers around the industry claimed their so-called rituals were more about control and extreme loyalty than anything spiritual. All those chains and flashy gifts Birdman used to hand out to the artists.
Back at it, 'cause she saw me cooking eggs. She thought I was back at it. Yeah, I grabbed my...
People online swear it wasn't just generosity. It was his way of reminding them who held the power. And if you paid attention, anybody who pushed back seemed to face serious fallout. Artists like UNLV and Kilo G struggled hard after stepping away, and street rumors claim Kilo faced danger after speaking up against the label, though nothing was ever confirmed. And it wasn't just the smaller names who felt that pressure either. People started saying Birdman switched up on anyone who wanted nothing to do with those alleged dark activities, and even some of the biggest Cash Money names weren't spared. Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj both had their own messy run-ins with him, and the whole world saw pieces of it play out in real time. Wayne's situation exploded back in 2014 when he called out Birdman for holding him back from dropping the long-awaited Carter 5, saying he felt trapped on the label, like he couldn't move at all. Rumors were flying that Wayne owed the label millions in advances and royalties, and that Birdman wasn't releasing anything until the money situation was straightened out. Wayne felt like he was being blocked, so he took the whole thing to court and sued Cash Money for $51 million. And he didn't just win, he walked away from the contract completely and also secured a $10 million settlement from Universal. They later tried to patch things up and were even seen chilling at clubs again, but anybody with eyes could tell the vibe was still tense. During the Hot Boys reunion tour, Wayne and his crew dipped off the stage right in the middle of Birdman, hyping up the crowd. And that moment had everybody whispering like something wasn't fully healed between them. Nicki Minaj had her own problems with Birdman too, especially after she reportedly distanced herself from anything that felt ritualistic or controlling behind the scenes. Most of her issues weren't public, so there aren't many receipts out there, but the whispers never stopped.
You're doing a great job. In case no one's told you that, you're doing a great job.
And then not long ago, Nicki went live on Instagram crying uncontrollably in a quiet room with zero explanation, and the internet instantly started connecting dots. At first, people online tried to say Nicki was just high or going through something random, but the streets were whispering a whole different story. Folks claimed she was breaking down because she wanted out of whatever dark situation Cash Money allegedly pulled her into, and escaping that world wasn't as simple as walking away. People were saying the energy she got wrapped up in wasn't letting her go easy, and now she's terrified of losing everything she cares about, including the people closest to her. And of course, the internet jumped in with their own loud opinions. One person said, "Toni is not a victim. She knew being in the industry. What happens behind closed doors?" Another person insisted, "They all run together and all of them are sellouts and into rituals, including Toni Braxton." The comments were going wild and everybody had a different theory. So I need to hear from you right now. What do you think about Toni stepping up and exposing these rumors about Nicki and Birdman's so-called rituals? Do you think this whole situation played a role in Cash Money falling apart, or is the internet pushing it too far? Drop your thoughts in the comment section, share what you really think, and let's talk about it. Make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, turn on your notifications, and share this video with somebody who loves drama just as much as you do. And I'll see you on the next one.